Today, ladies and gentlemen, I have a goddamn plan. But before we get into any of that, I just want to say that this next mission might be a little bit crazier than before. You see, in the process of kidnapping the soul sorcerers, we may or may not have destroyed more of the city than we meant to. We got a lot of people killed. Now, if you're a moth and you're concerned about this, and you happen to be the moth that's representing us, quote unquote, I've never seen this man before in my life, I don't know what the hell he's talking about, but listen. This is what it takes to be an outlaw. This is what it takes to make Hollow Nest free again. To give freedom back to the people. And if that means blowing up a couple hundred nobles who got their own fingers so far up their own ass that they can't look both ways and taste their own skin, then that's what we gotta do. And ain't no one gonna be worried about it. But today, ladies and gentlemen, we're doing something different. We're gonna be taking the Queen of the Hive, the new one. And we're gonna be holding her hostage. Now, I will put a timestamp here in the video in case you don't want to hear anything about Prism Haven, the town of moths built upon the Crystal Peak that we're working on. However, if you want to stay and you want to listen to that, just keep watching. But if you don't want to, get to that timestamp. It's totally fine. I don't know why I said timestamp. I'm losing my goddamn mind. I'll tell you what, I haven't slept in 6 days. Fuck all. So, Prism Haven is blossoming right now. We have more moths than weavers, and that's saying something. Our species has taken a complete fucking turn for the better. As a matter of fact, after everything that has happened, we have revived so many of us that, we might actually outpace the mantises at some point, and that's something to look forward to. Prism Haven is a work in progress. Salai is helping us put foundations on the mountains so that way we can build upwards. Basically, we're going to take over the whole mountain, change it into our home, and if that doesn't work, we're just going to build up. You know what I mean? We're just going to make a giant fucking, I don't know. Almost like a citadel on top of the hill. You know what I mean? An American citadel. Like a White House. Yeah. That's what I'll call it, a White House. Actually, no, it reminded me too much of the Pale King. Ugh. I don't know why I'm stuttering. Why am I stuttering so much in this goddamn video? I'm so confused. Anyways, so, we have quite a few people in. For example, someone just came into town, their name was EO. Now, the thing is about EO is that they're a first generation moth, very, very rare. I have no idea how they're alive. And they came to me from this place called Texas, telling me about this Spider King or something, that he's totally chill with what's going on. He also brought her little son, or her son, name's Aster. Not gonna ask questions, but I'm gonna give him a gun. Totally chill. We got this homeless fuck. This guy always is on about how he's like, oh, well, I got machines and tools and fire loom and I got weaver technology, but he's got like a can full of piss, a bottle full of fleet shine, and he looks like he's tweaking the fuck out. He's very young. And this isn't an artist rendition. This is actually what he looks like. This is one uncanny motherfucker. He just hangs out by the corner of the street every day talking about reviving the Radiance or something. I don't even think we can do that. We don't have the power to do that yet. We don't have enough pylons to do it. But this guy, ooh boy, really like I said, tweaking out. So now we got Malaya. Malaya is gonna be a big help. Malaya and Ellis don't get along very much. But I'll tell you what, it's going to be a very big part of the plan. Ellis was amazing when we did the hostage situation. Not the hostage situation, that's today. The kidnapping situation. Because let me tell you something. I didn't think to put dynamite at the door. Why would we use runes when we can just blow it up? I'm so stupid. Now, Malaya is good for tricks. I don't know how she does her tricks, but she does her tricks pretty well. We got a blacksmith named Rowan. And Rowan does not like Shing. That's my bad. They are having some beef right now. They are actively in the process of competing for who can make the better weapon. I don't think anyone has told Rowan that you're supposed to make firearms. I don't think he has at all. So there's that. And then you also got what's this one called? Mice, they're a gardener. Are they a moth? I have no idea. Actually, I actually have no idea. If you wanna tell me, I don't know. So, there's that. Are you a moth? I don't know why they look like they're still infected. The infective has, I think that's just like the growths that are still there. Because the infection is basically gone. I don't know. Now, as for the rest of the kingdom, what's going on in the rest of the kingdom? Dirtmouth is blossoming under Sly's governor. Sly's governor now, by the way. We made him governor. Very chill guy, loves working with us. We work with him. If anything ever happens to Sly, we got him. If anything ever happens to us, Sly got us. And if he ever betrays us, we're going to kill his kids. I'm not homophobic or anything, but I'm killing the gay one first. Also, the City of Tears is, well, it's seen better days. A lot of it's either burned, collapsed on each other, or blown up. And it's mostly the eastern part that's still intact somehow. I have no idea. And, no, not the eastern, the western. I'm stupid. And let me tell you something. Dung Defender, not happy about it. He's trying to return to being like a pale knight. You know what I mean? I don't know. Also, on top of all of that, they're trying to establish an organization to try bringing governance back to Hollowness. That's insane. That's insanity. And we're trying to stop that. We don't want that to happen. So you might be thinking, well, how on earth are you guys going to get down to the Hive? I know that's a random jump from what we just talked about, but I said this was the timestamp for the plan. This is the timestamp for the plan. The plan is now. Step 1. We're making hammers that fucking explode when you hit them off things. So we can breach into the fucking Hive like badasses. And you know what else I'm going to do? We're making grenade launchers. Yeah. Fucking grenade launchers that shoot soul bits that fucking explode. You know what else we're gonna do? I'm gonna barb everyone's whips. So that way whenever they whip someone with it, it fucking cuts through their skin 1,000 times more. And you know what else we're gonna do? I'm gonna put fucking salt at the end of our shotgun shells. So if there's any goddamn slugs, they're gonna be burned alive. You hear me? You know what we're gonna do? The Hive, done. Actually, no, we're not doing any of that. We're gonna do that in the future, but it's not for the Hive. We need the Hive alive because this is a hostage situation. Now, we're gonna put dynamite. This is step 1. We're gonna put dynamite at the front of one of the tunnels that goes into the Hive, so that way we can get our boys in there. Now, I'm gonna have them sneak in this time. I can't really go with them because I'm a fucking giant. However, they're gonna be able to go in relatively quietly. I know Ellis is a Lunamoth, okay? I know they're about as big as I am. Shut up, I got stuff to do up here. But also, I'm gonna have them go in real sneaky like. I'm gonna have them go through the, as quiet as they possibly can be, the blown up door, okay? Now, as they try to go through the wax veins, there's gonna be a lot of patrols. I'm gonna have them keeping, this is step 2. The plan is to go through the wax veins and through some of the wax vents because, yes, they have vents everywhere. I mean, you need it whenever you're dealing with hunting. You know, tunnels and all that. We're going to have to go through smaller areas because if we go into the bigger areas, that's where a lot of the bee guards are. And, yeah. Now, I am having them take hammers, but not hammers that fucking explode. So that way they can dig out the tunnel so they can get her fat ass through whenever she's in there. I actually don't know how big she is, but surely it'll be fine. So, as they get closer to the throne room, which there are a couple wax veins we can take up through the top of the Hive that we can go through, they go straight to the throne room. The problem is that the throne room is now guarded by brand new Hive Squires. And I hate Hive Squires, so if we can kill them, I'd prefer that. Now, you can't really suppress souls that scream as loud as profusely as possible. However, what we can do is we can just do it anyways and then run through the veins. Most of them can't even fit in there, and most of them can't even break in there. The Hive is made of pretty tough stuff. It's like thousands of year old architecture. Now, the thing is, getting the queen out gonna be a little tricky. The plan is to murder everyone else in the room, and then take her by the waist with the lasso, and pull her up through the vents, and hog tie her so we can bring her back. We're also gonna muffle her so she can't scream or nothing. Now, getting her up to up to the Prism Haven, pretty easy. It's Kingdom's Edge. It's right beneath us. Honestly, we could probably dig a tunnel by the point I'm done recording this video. Actually, you know what? We're gonna do that. Johnny! Jonathan Marston. That's not his name. Jonathan Mofston? What is your fucking name? Come here. Tell the miners to start working on a tunnel to the Kingdom's Edge. I don't care if it's unpaid labor. I'll kill him if you don't. Mila too. You don't want Mila? Yep, that's exactly. There we go. Thank you. Alright, we're gonna have a tunnel to Kingdom's Edge by the time we're done with this. One-way exit too, so that way people can be let in from one side. Very genius. Other than that, when they reach and actually get out of there, well, that's pretty much it. They're gonna get in and they're gonna get out as quietly as possible until they start shooting the Hive Squires, because we need to weaken the Hive in order for this situation to go through. Now, once we have her, I am going to demand this is gonna sound fucking insane. 30,000 geo. We're gonna demand 30,000 geo, highest price we can go, without fucking with the economy. That is literally all of the Hive's funding, like all of their stored up treasury, and they're one of the richer parts of the kingdom. All of it. Not a single one less, not a single more, because you can't give a single more. We're really putting that much on her head. I'm also gonna cut off her antenna and put it above my fireplace. Gonna have it taxidermied. I don't have any reason to do it. I just think it'd be a cool souvenir. And anything past that is consensual, so don't say I'm a monster. I'm a murderer, I'm not a monster. Now, other than all of that, what are we gonna do if the Hive tries to come in and fight to get her back? Well, you see, the Hive might have big motherfuckers, but they can only go on for so long in order without their queen. And also, they don't have guns and exploding hammers and grenade launchers. You know what? How about a tank? Jonathan! Johnny! John! Come here. Tell Shing to work on a tank. We have the money to do it. Don't you look at me like that. We have more than enough money to do it. I do not care. Make the tank. It would be really funny. How are we going to use it? Make it a flying tank. You can make it a flying tank, can't you? Johnny boy, stop talking. Get to work. I'll kill you. Thank you. Alright, we have a tank now. Well, we're working on that. Now, I don't think the Hive will be able to do much, but the reason why we're doing this is so that way we can cause chaos between the alliances so they can't, I don't know, get to reforming some kind of government? That's insane. That's the plan. No, it's really that simple. Yesterday it was like, get through the vents, blow up everything, use the root, but like, no, this one's just get in, kill people, get out, cut off her antenna, get money. Now, what if they don't give us the money? That's actually something I forgot to add. I'll kill her. Yeah.